From Taki Tina in The Twilight Zone to Chucky in the Child's Play flicks to Annabelle in The Conjuring, the idea of an inanimate object coming to life and inflicting terrible havoc is frequently more terrifying than the actual execution. It's a difficult balance to strike between eliciting goosebumps from transforming a childhood toy into something truly terrifying and eliciting chuckles from the proposition's pure absurdity. Such is the unfortunate and unintentionally amusing scenario of The Boy, whose dark ambiance and devoted performances can't hide the fact that this is one bad movie. It's also a film that wasn't shown to critics prior to its release. The studio actually cancelled the film's scheduled Thursday night sneak peeks, in case you were wondering whether to be optimistic. Lauren Cohan of The Walking Dead does her hardest to take her part seriously despite its unbelievable twists and turns. She plays Greta, a lovely young American who travels to a secluded English village to work as a nanny for an 8-year-old kid. She appears to have a terrible love past and needs to be as far away from home as possible. Nevertheless, she discovers that she is also far away from everything else. When she arrives in a luxury car to the magnificent, forbidding manor of the Heelshires, she exclaims in awe, "It's like something out of a storybook, isn't it?" Actually, it's reminiscent of every gothic horror film you've ever seen. Wild, misty fields, dark stairways, hidden corridors, and things that go bump in the night. Greta is given a tight list of rules and a schedule to follow when she meets the severe, conservatively dressed Heelshires, veterans Jim Norton and Diana Hardcastle, who look more like the grandparents of an 8-year-old boy than the parents. She also meets the kid, who isn't really a boy at all, but rather a porcelain doll with a neat wardrobe of miniature suits and cardigans and a glassy glare. However, the Heelshires, who have named him Brahms, love him as if he were a living, breathing child. They converse with him, he is fed by them. They carry him up and down the stairs, listen to classical music with him, and tuck him into bed at night. Brahms, 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 Brahms. You need to sit up straight, his mother gently reprimands at one point. "Mommy's so proud of you," she says later. The matter-of-fact manner in which these refined, wealthy individuals approach what is clearly a toy is ostensibly meant to be unsettling. Are they insane or nefarious? And Greta, as our stand-in, represents all of our doubt and concern in this strange circumstance. But she needs the money, so she accepts the position. How she found out about the job from her little village in Montana is a mystery. The Heelshires don't have internet or cell service and appear to have stopped communicating with the outside world decades ago. Malcolm, Rupert Evans, the couple's other employee, is a witty, flirting grocery clerk who performs errands for them in town and comes by once a week. His presence, like Greta's, is shrouded in mystery. What is his name? Why do people believe him? Is he involved in anything other than his weekly visits? Stacey Manier's script is riddled with unanswered questions, and we're only scraping the surface to prevent spoilers. But Malcolm is polite enough to tell Greta what's going on. The real Brahms died in a fire on his 8th birthday 20 years ago, and the Heelshires have been using the doll as a stand-in ever since. Despite its strangeness, it all seems harmless enough, until the Heelshires leave town for a long overdue vacation, leaving Greta alone with Brahms. Suddenly, her items vanish and reappearance, and she hears a child's laughter and sobbing echoing through the corridors. The doll does not move, at first, but strange things are plainly going on. Director William Brent Bell stages a handful of truly terrifying sequences, one of which takes place on a tried-and-true, dark and stormy night, but can't decide whether to play it straight or have a little fun with this preposterous idea a la Guillermo del Toro's stunning Crimson Peak. He leans far too heavily on jump scares, nightmare sequences, and the inherent dread of the place to complete the job. As a result, we're in a mushy gray area in the center where the characters' decisions, reactions, and speech make us chuckle, albeit unknowingly. It's weird and unusual, but never over the top enough to be a guilty pleasure. The reveal that exposes what's actually going on here, as well as the climactic encounter featuring the truly evil force that's been toying with and tormenting Greta, felt a little underwhelming. It's more conventional than revelatory, and the potential of a sequel in the closing shot comes across as a threat rather than a promise.